Have you ever had anyone that's like you put in Sculptra and they're like, I actually hate it? No.
No.
This is a
Negative.
No. She's all, you're
I don't think I can hit the table because of the microphones, but I would have if I could have.
Hey guys, welcome back to It Hurts to Be Pretty podcast. I'm your host, Angel Martinez, and I have some awesome guests here today. We just finished a full week of work.
It was a week.
And I know they've met Maeve, so this is our nurse Maeve.
Hey.
Yeah, she's been with us for a while, and our PA, Alicia.
Yeah.
Your last name.
Benitez.
And your social security. And where do you live? And are you single? I'm just
all
kidding.
the things.
This is how tired we are. But I wanted to have you guys on because, one, we have so many questions about biostimulators, but before we get into that, I was thinking last night, I couldn't sleep. I was up and I'm like, biostimulator. Like that sounds like something when you go into Fascinations that you'd be like, I want the biostimulator. Like that sounds like the best vibrator that you will ever purchase, right?
Yeah.
Like I'll have the biostimulator.
We've thrown out the rose and we've moved on to the biostimulator.
Well, no, because people know. We graduated from the rose. Toss the rose out. We're on to the biostimulators. But no, I think that a lot of people know about filler. Mm-hmm. You know, I've had my lips done. There's no secret about that. I've had my chin done. We're going to redo my chin soon. But no one really talks or knows too much about biostimulator. They're still confused. Mm-hmm. So I want to dive deep into this. Please give me your expert opinion. I am going to be the listener and ask all the questions because if I'm making an appointment and I don't know whether to make an appointment for filler or I want to make an appointment for a biostimulator, I want to know the difference. So let's start fresh. Let's start with biostimulator, which most people know as what?
Like Sculptra.
Sculptra is one of them.
PRP, a lot of peptides now. Mm-hmm. Also like threads, collagen threads.
Yeah, you're good at threads. But here's the thing with threads. You're not talking about the threads where they pull.
Not the lifting ones.
Yes.
Exactly.
They are the sugar threads, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So they're beet sugar. They're collagen stimulating, just going in and targeting little areas. So I love them if you have a really deep ravine right near glabella.
The bitch face?
A butt, yeah.
Yeah.
Great to put up there because we can't put, like, filler's really dangerous up there. We can't do Sculptra and other things.
Correct.
So really great. Collagen threads just go in. Essentially, they're sutures. The same suture we would sew your heart up in surgery. It's the exact same. What it does is when we put in that suture that's dissolvable, absorbable, it actually stimulates collagen growth and makes the area you've just cut open heal faster, stronger, and great. So we've taken that technology you'd use in surgery and then we put it into the skin. So I love it. Like little lines, like I have a few sleep lines over here. If I put it on one side, just a few targeted areas, great for that. Neck, firming up the neck skin, awesome for that. But it's great, but it's a beet sugar. That's all it is. It goes in, dissolves, absorbs, makes your skin grow back firmer, thicker, and less bendy and foldy. Stimulates collagen type 1 and 3. Amazing. I mean, I would bathe in collagen threads.
No, May loves the threads.
I got them in my knees. I got them in my belly. I got them on my neck. I got literally. They are fantastic.
When she goes to the pool, when she comes out of the pool, she's. she has all the holes everywhere.
It's true. I put them everywhere.
Just kidding.
Bathe in them.
No, but okay. Let me ask this because if I'm 25. Do I need threads?
I don't know. I haven't seen your face. But yes, absolutely. Like, do you have different areas we need to? Here's the thing. If I was looking at like Sculptra versus threads, they're similar. They're kind of the same sort of technology. Sculptra is essentially ground up threads. Sculptra is more global. Okay. Like I can spread it out in a few areas. So yeah, maybe my younger people I do want to use because threads are more targeted and I could put it into a more localized area. Let's say they barely have nasolabial folds, but they don't really have anything else. maybe I'd only thread them because they don't need anything anywhere else. So absolutely, for me, I would say we start losing collagen like around 25. So
Dun, dun, dun.
absolutely, I
Everyone
want
in
you
Colorado just
age
went,
doesn't matter,
It's
you
true.
know? And prevention, I think, is the number one thing. Starting younger is way better than starting older. So absolutely, any age.
And I liked the threads for a little younger because Kylie Jenner a couple years ago, I mean, about 10 years ago, was getting filler. A lot of these young girls were getting filler too young. And still, in fact, the filler industry is a $1 billion industry to date. So it is still very popular. However, I think in your 20s, there's such a thing as looking like too old for your age. They almost look like, I remember some actresses looking like the stepmom, like older, and they were 22, 20. I'm like, what happened to looking super young and vibrant? So I love the threading for that situation because I do think you're right. You're so right in the sense that not everybody needs a bunch of filler in their face.
Yeah.
And in that case, you would do threading. Also, your moms who have the smoker lines on drinking from the straws, bad girls, you. I'm not a straw drinker. Just chuck it back. Don't act like you've never done that before. So those little baby lines on the upper lip, I know this really, really works well for that.
Absolutely. I'm a natural purser, so that's like a normal thing that I do is that I create those lines, you know, naturally because I purse my lips a lot. It's really great to put up there because filler up there does not look good. You start looking like Homer Simpson. You start looking like you came from Whoville. It's weird. It's bulky. It adds weight. It's hydrophilic, meaning it brings water in. It is not good. So I 100% also, if you've had filler before and you've migrated your filler, I'm maybe like we're throwing collagen threads up there to firm up the area so it doesn't happen again. Like I will use these in all sorts of situations. It's great, but barcode lines, the smoker lines, because genetically you could just be you're exposed to them. That everyone in your family has them, so it doesn't really matter if you've smoked or used straws. Sometimes it just is what it is.
Yeah,
and that is my favorite thing to do up in the upper lip.
Can you tell she's passionate about it?
I love it. And it works.
Slightly passionate.
Beautiful.
Because I don't want to put filler up there. It looks weird.
Yeah, and you're right. A lot of people migrate their filler and they start to look ducky, almost like it just protrudes out a bit.
Yep.
And so that's a great, alternative. Now let's move on to, and I love that. We might go back and forth and teeter on this subject because I want to go back to that. But let's talk about Sculptra. Sculptra has been around since 2004, 2006. So some people think it's new. They're like, oh my God, Sculptra, is this like new? I'm like, no, honey, pumpkin, baby girl. It's been around since 2004, 2006. It got approved in the US. But what is it? Everyone still thinks it's a filler. And listen, I'm one with puffy cheeks. I have a very round face. I have looked back at baby photos. It's the big head. It's the big cheeks. I was still afraid to do Sculptra for that very reason because I'm like, no, it's still messed with me. I'm like, it's getting embedded in my face. And what if it gets really big?
Yep.
Please tell me what it is.
Yeah. So Sculptra in medical terms is poly-L-lactic acid. In layman terms, it's more of like regeneration, rejuvenation of your cells. And for me, why I love Sculptra.
You just had yours done
I did.
yesterday.
Yeah, I had my second round done yesterday.
No bruises. Looks beautiful. Maeve said,
I flipped my hair and I said I did it.
I'm big on like a solid foundation, right? Because we could always add things topically to our skin, but if the foundation underneath that is poor, you're really not going to get all those youthful, regenerative, vibrant looking skin. And so Sculptra helps with that. And basically it's kind of like when you cut yourself and your body gives all the attention to that cut to heal it. That's kind of what it's doing in your face, but for collagen reproduction. So you are reproducing your collagen times 3. And it's a very natural looking biostimulator, I would say.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And
love
it is
Sculptra.
not filler.
It's not filler. It's not going to add too much weight. It's not going to be like filler where you've got too much volume. You look like the cat ladies. It's not. I mean, initially, Sculptra was made for HIV patients and the atrophy and the hollowing and skeletor that they had in their faces when they were like late stage. So it was actually made to give a little volume back. That's why it was originally like brought on to. Anyway, it's an amazing product.
Let's talk about that though, because GLP-1 is all the craze right now as well, and talk about rapid weight loss, that
Yes.
also can happen. It's happened to a lot of people where they lose 30, 40 pounds within a few months, and now they look a little older in the face. So when would you say filler versus, I guess it just depends on age, but when would you say filler versus Sculptra?
Oh, age-wise, I'd say if you're in your 30s, especially early 30s, start Sculptra sooner than later. Filler, again, it's more of an additive. So again, I like a stronger foundation. So build that foundation first. Like Maeve did some Sculptra on my cheeks. I would probably start there before I just went to cheek filler. And then back to what you're saying about the GLP-1s. So studies have been shown when you do a Sculptra treatment with the GLP-1, you have less of that sagging of your face. And typically the GLP-1s that give away is all the sagginess in their neck and their chin. And I like to tell people like, hey, if you want to grow your booty, you can. You could go to the gym, lift weights. But once you have so much lack of elasticity or collagen here, it's really hard to get that back unless you get like a facelift or something. So that's why starting Sculptra at the same time you start a GLP-1 is like magic. You don't have all that sagginess, especially at the face and the neck.
Oh, totally. I mean, and let's not just say it's an Ozempic face or whatever. I mean, what was that show, The Biggest Loser? Like, what happens when you lose a lot of weight?
Yeah.
Your face gets skinny too. Like, it's just going to happen.
Yeah.
So that's going to happen. I think it's great. Sculptra should be used with everyone. It stimulates not only collagen, but also it gives you a glow of your skin. It's a natural volume, not over volumized. It softens shadows. You get the glow of the skin. You get a little bit like you can go to bone or lay it in the dermis. So you can get a lot of different benefits. So it's like the gift that keeps on giving. That's what I tell all my patients because it really can. Like sprinkle it in all the time. You do kind of like a base foundational treatment where you do like 1 to 4 vials, depending on where you are, vial per decade's like the rule of thumb. But you do that and then you just sprinkle it in so you never have to like do that full foundational because Sculptra is going to last you 2 years. So just keep it up. Keep doing it.
Why only 2 years?
I mean, just the collagen production, the stimulation, then you just start losing. But the reality is we continue to lose collagen every single day. Yeah. So that's it. But that's as long as it's going to stimulate. That's all that it is.
Yeah.
You know, that's like what but you know, you've replaced your own collagen. It is a biostimulator. Yeah. Right. So there also, I think it really comes down to that you're going to continue to lose collagen. So the results you won't see much longer after 2 years because you continually lose it. So keep it up. Just like sprinkle it in. Every 6 to 12 months, whatever you can afford, at least do 1 to 2 vials to keep up the results. Yeah. Is what I say.
Yeah. And there's not much downtime either. Like I got my Sculptra done yesterday. I had swelling for a couple hours and that was it. Yep. And it's not very painful at all either. So that's nice.
Yeah.
How young is too young for Sculptra and threading, would you say?
Under 18. I mean, obviously, the type of like person who's under 23 that actually needs anything, that's like rare. But I've had an overexpressive face my whole life. Like starting tox young was one thing. Some people, you know, have deep nasolabial folds from the moment they're born. Like that person, if they walked in, you know, and I do, like we never treat anyone under 18. It's very rare that I treat anyone under 21. But if I had someone who came in and it was appropriate, and they were of like sound mind and not like in a body dysmorphia place, I would do it.
That's a good
you
point.
know?
Yeah.
Like I would I had like a pancake stacks from the time, you know, my glabella was crazy. You know?
Yeah. I did Botox at like 26, 25 for my first time.
Yeah. But I'm the type of injector. I mean, I turned 2 people away today. I was like, you don't need it. Absolutely not. If you don't need it, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
How young is too young? I don't know. Let me see your face.
Take a good look at your skin.
No. Okay. And then also the latest thing on TikTok right now is our plastic surgeons jumping on and saying, listen, if you're going to have a facelift, which a lot of people are getting facelifts early on, which is kind of crazy. Like we're talking... The latest one I saw was 28 years old. So people are getting facelifts so early on, which I personally do not agree with. However, it's not my body and it's not my choice. With that being said, plastic surgeons are saying if you are getting a facelift, please do not do Sculptra 2 years leading up to your surgery date. Do you stand behind that? Because there's also people that say, absolutely, who cares? It's not a big deal.
I just went to a surgeon, 2 weeks ago, and he goes, stop doing it a year before. It depends on where it's placed, how it's placed.
How much is placed?
So it's just like you start stopping any of your, especially Sculptra, because its longevity is longer, a year before. And I've been talking to a lot of surgeons. I've been doing a lot of, actual trainings on it. And there's a lot of hoopla that's like, Sculptra, it's this, it's screwing up our facelift. No, it's not. It's only doing that if it's improperly placed. And there are the surgeons saying that are saying it because it's taking away money from their pocket, whatever. But as an injector, like our plan, if you were talking about facelift, we'd already be like, okay, well, we're stopping this in. When does your surgeon like you to stop doing tox? Like, we lay out a plan. A good injector will always be like, if you're talking about that, then let's be realistic. We're not adding more.
Yeah, I agree with Maeve.
So next up is PRP. That is also becoming super popular. People are shying away from filler again. Yeah. Also, I still think there's a place for filler.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, definitely
Structurally, you need it.
Yeah,
like if you don't have a chin.
I didn't really have a chin until this. I need to rebuild it. We're going to work on that. But like, it gave me more of a defined jawline because I'm more round without it. However, what is PRP? And people are like, PRF, PRP, PR, like, what are all these?
GF, yeah.
Like, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
Please tell us.
Go for it.
PRP, platelet-rich plasma, derived from your own blood. Plasma is part of your blood. PRF, platelet-rich fibrin, also derived from your blood. We choose to do PRP here. We have a more surgical grade growth factor pull in our system. PRF technically could have more growth factors in it, but it is volatile. It won't last as long. It's the rate, like how many variables can affect its outcome, is why we don't do it here. And our system actually pulls like a really high grade of growth factors from our PRP. Every system's different. Even like when we do PRP in surgeries, which they do PRP in surgery when they're replacing things in dental and orthopedics, they're not using PRF because again, it's like a volatility issue. They're all good. There's nothing wrong with either one because they're both bringing in growth factors. But ours is like a really high grade growth factor pull, which is great because you do have to have like how healthy you are matters in PRP and PRF, like they really do. And then you have, the not human derivative of, so what's the new one? PRDG. How many acronyms do I need to know? So many.
Yeah.
But it's not actually a real live. It's not taken from your own blood. It's produced is what I need to say. So I would only topically use any of those. It's not great for injectables. It's not FDA approved. And there's been a lot of problems with it. So I wouldn't do that. But I live, die, and breathe for PRP. Under the eyes, it's what I do. I don't do filler. Filler under the eyes can be a lot of problems. And I like to sleep. It's one of my things I'm really into.
I haven't had much of it, but I just went to 9 News yesterday. I do 9 News, shameless plug, every Thursday at 3:00. But I was with the news anchors and we were talking about like slugging and stuff, and they're like, we love your under eyes. And I was like, at 47 years old, it's kind of nice to hear that, or it's really nice to hear that. And just about a month ago, I did the PRP liquid underneath my eyes. Alicia did under my eyes. Love it. And then I'm going to wait for a little bit before I do Sculptra. It's been since February since I did Sculptra, I think. I don't remember. But the other thing that I wish that I would have done sooner, and I'm just saying this for those out there because people will ask me, what should I do? What should I do? I wish I would have started my neck. Yep. Yeah. And I started doing PRP in my neck and then also Sculptra. The last time I did Sculptra in my neck was February.
Beginning of the year.
Doesn't matter. Either way, I should have started sooner.
Yeah. I've been doing PRP under my eyes, in my neck, and all over my face now for 6 years. And I was just going through old photos, and I'm like, my under eyes look better now in my 40s, at 46, almost 47, thank you very much, than they did in my 30s.
She just said that because she's younger than me for like a short time.
3 months, I'll never let her leave it down.
She will never let me ever live
I'm
it
a
down.
79, she's a 78. Nobody forget it.
A 78
I
baby.
think aging wise, I think the under eyes and the neck are a tall tale. like of
Oh,
how
yeah.
old you actually
Yep.
are. So paying attention to that. PRP is lovely. And then the neck, just making sure you're also just bringing your products
down all the time.
Neck and chest. Yeah.
Are there any other biostimulators that I'm not mentioning? I know Radius is like a sister product of Sculptra.
Yep.
But so threading, Sculptra, PRP. Is there anything else I'm missing? I know that those are what we carry. But is there anything else that you can think
Well,
of?
we've got like our exosomes, you know, all the other things that we topically are doing, but on an injectable scale, right now, that's it. But I'm always waiting because for me, I will tell everyone, biostimulators is what my bread and butter. It's my favorite thing to do. I think it's the best way to prevent aging. Anyone sitting in my chair needs Tox, Sculptra, and PRP. And I will
It's
tell
so
it
true.
over
Yeah.
and over. If you want to age
Gracefully.
natural but
Yeah.
paid for, that's what we're doing.
Yeah. And again, so the biostimulator, you're aging cellularly.
Yep.
So you want to keep your cells young. It's not just like topically or like filler. Like you actually are going in there and reversing in a
Absolutely.
sense, keeping your cells young.
So, okay, thank you for that because it's so much information. It is a lot. I think the other thing that everyone wants to know is one, how much, but also, and I guess it just depends, right? How much Sculptra or how much PRP, but they want to know how are we going to, how do we space these? So is it situational where it's like, you know, me and I'm 47, would I do it? Like, do I need to do this 8 times a year? Because that's expensive, you know? If I'm 30, am I doing it? When am I doing this? So, like, what's ideal if I'm a newbie?
If you're doing something, I didn't mean to.
No, go for it.
If you're doing a Sculptra series, we'll do the appropriate amount of vials based on your age and your concerns, and we'll do that and we'll front load you, you know, putting a scaffolding in. Then after that, whatever you can afford, I want you doing at least 1 year touch-ups. But if you can afford that we're doing it somewhere between 6 and 12 months,
pull up my photo.
let's do that. Then PRP, maybe we do 2 rounds in the beginning, again, as a foundational structural setup. But then PRP, in my ultimate dream world, shoot, I'd be doing PRP seasonal.
Yeah.
But if you
Seasonal
that
meaning
is-
like quarterly?
yeah, absolutely. PRP is one of those things that you can't do too much. Sculpture is kind of the same. But the reality is if you can do it 1 to 2 times a year after that first year where you front loaded with 2,
I would.
amazing.
Yeah. Especially between like your genetics or how much
Absolutely.
sun exposure you've had, your diet, your lifestyle,
Yep.
sleep, exercise. All these things play a role into your skin and your body and its healing system, your immune system, all the things. So it's not just a biostimulator.
I want to
It's
show a
the whole
picture
package.
of how I looked literally immediately after doing PRP underneath my eyes. So there I am. I look scary as hell.
She gets really red, but she heals so
I'm
fast.
very reactive. Like you touch me and I turn pink. This is me about a day after.
But then she looks like normal the next day. It's irritating, to be
That's-
frank.
That looks a little swollen.
A little.
A little. Very
little.
tiny.
Only to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
It looked like she maybe watched a sad movie the night before.
And
that's it.
And her skin is so glowing.
She's like, I'm so reactive. Both
Yeah.
of us are like, she's a total
Seriously.
brat.
Yeah.
She
No,
heals better than
for
everyone.
Sculptra, I am puffy for almost 2 days. So if
Yeah.
you are more on the reactive side, just plan at least 1 or 2 days.
Yeah.
If I do it on
Yeah.
a Friday, I'm game by Monday. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay. PRP under the eyes, it takes me a little bit to settle down. And I do the liquid version.
Yeah, but also because you've had filler under your eyes.
Yes.
You're gonna swell more.
Yes.
You will.
And that is
period.
why I do liquid underneath my eyes. 'Cause
Yep.
I've had tear trough filler on my left side.
So we would never do derma underneath her because it could just have a harder heal time, and that's it. But you know, so many ways to skin the cat, as we
Yeah.
say.
Have you ever had anyone that's like, I don't, like you put in Sculptra and they're like, I actually hate it. No.
No.
This is a
Negative.
She's all, you're
I don't think I can hit the table because of the microphones, but I would have if I could have.
So no. I mean, I've never heard anyone. If anything, they get a little more addicted.
Yeah.
Like
They do.
addicted. They
Yeah.
want more. I can think of a couple of my friends who are like, I want Sculptra. I'm like, what about after sex glow? I haven't seen you in a while. They're like, I don't care. I
No,
want
done
Sculptra
with you.
now.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I
okay.
will say though, especially for people with like acne scarring, Sculptra does help.
Thank you for.
I have the most amazing results to be
repeat
posted.
that please louder because people who
So
are
good.
acne prone, and this is
the
20-year-olds,
skin. Yes.
26-year-olds who have pitted, eyes pick mark scars,
Yep.
and they think microneedle is the only solution. And when I say Sculptra, they get nervous because they think it's a filler. But please testify that this has definitely helped with the pitted scars.
Oh my gosh, it's the best.
Yeah, I mean, we have a ton of pictures of before and afters, but yes, it definitely helps to rejuvenate the skin and remove some of that scarring. Whereas some of the patients actually, it's so awesome, they don't even feel like they have to wear so much makeup anymore because their skin has healed so nicely from the inside out. It's not just topically or superficially.
Right, because microneedle can. So with Sculptra, you're going at a very deep level, deeper than I can go with a microneedle.
Into the
and
dermis.
both of them are beautiful together. They should get married for someone with pitted scars. But I do like the combo when someone does have pitted. Which one would you recommend doing first
For microneedling or Sculptra?
for pitted scars?
Sculptra for me.
I mean, she's biased. She's an injector. I want you to do both. I will always say
of course
both.
But if I had to
No.
pick,
Which
it would
one
be
first?
Sculptra.
I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. They're both, we need both of them. I'm going to be telling you to both of them the whole time. And I'm going to say, I don't care which way you do it. Because they also complement. Like, you could do a microneedle and the next day come and do Sculptra. I mean, honestly, you could do it right after, but that's too many holes and infection possibilities. So I won't. But they are so good. And honestly, people do topically put Sculptra in when they're microneedling as well. We don't do it here in the office, but it is like super beneficial. So which one? I don't care. All of them. Do it. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Before we close up, because I can keep talking about
All day long, can we talk about biostimulators?
I'll have the biostimulator, please.
I'll be taking what she's having, the PRP and the Sculptra.
So, what fad do you think in our industry is gonna be? What do you think is gonna be like old news? So,
Oh my God. Okay. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to be so aggressive. I can't wait.
what do you think is gonna be something that was trending for a while and now is gonna be old news in our industry? Maeve, go ahead.
Okay. So we talked about earlier, this is the number one thing that I just cannot handle anymore. The weird comic look. Who was the girl on the show where everyone was talking that she was young and she looked old? And she was like, I've never had filler. I don't watch this show. I think it was like Love is Blind or whatever. And she had the overdone lips. She had too much chin. She had too much filler, too much chin filler.
Every
too much back
injector was all
here. And she's got that this weird heart-shaped avatar sort of look that has been going on over and over. That everyone's jaw, they do too much chin filler. It starts to look witchy and weird. And this girl was just ripped apart on the last Love is Blind for looking older.
The Denver one?
No, the last one. Again, I don't watch
She
this
needs
show.
to catch up, you guys.
I don't want to. I tried and I couldn't get into it. But either way, it's that weird heart shape, overdone jawline, too much cheek, too much lip, where you look like a blow-up doll. I think it's disgusting. I'm really against it, and I think it's on the way out, and I think everyone's saying you look older, and that is what it is, but that is the face that everyone's talking about, which you referenced earlier, like the overdone look. Not everyone needs that, and we shouldn't all be doing it, and injectors should not be saying yes to filler to people who do not need it.
Yeah, and there's a lot that do.
It is. It's constantly an issue.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's gonna fade out. I think people are gonna trust more about PRP, Sculptra, biostimulators, as opposed to just filler and being overdone.
Filler is amazing when done right. But
Totally.
I don't want to look like every other girl in the room who had the exact same injector doing the
Same
exact
lips,
same
same
thing.
cheeks, same
exactly.
chin.
I do not like that.
It was like everyone was AI, and no one.
This is what I'm
No one
talking
was
about.
genuine. No one looked different. It was like all the three girls looked the same.
Yep.
And it was scary. I believe that big, huge lips are yesterday's thing.
God,
I think
last
we're gonna
decade thing.
I think we're gonna do away with that. I think a lot of people are gonna still take out their filler, their lips, and I think they're gonna realize I still like a little bit of a pouty.
Yeah.
Because that has happened. It's like when girls take out their tits, they're like, oh, oops.
Where'd that go?
Maybe I like those dabs. I don't know.
Whoopsies. Not all the time, but I'm just saying when they take out their lips, I call her Deborah. When I took out my lips, not took them out, but I dissolved them, I look like Deborah. I call her Deborah. She was just the little I don't know who that girl was, but I don't want to see her around for a while, okay? So Deborah is gone. And at first I was like, oh, I'm not even gonna put anything else in my lip. Remember I was saying that?
Oh my God, I did the same thing.
No, I'm like, I don't need it. And then it was probably about a month and a half in, I was like, okay, Maeve, I'm ready for some lips. I'm done and I'm ready for some lippy. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I think for me, just having a little is enough. And also I'm prone to migrating. So if mine starts moving up, I'll have to dissolve it again. And that's just how my body works. It's not that I'm doing more filler. It's just that mine tends to move up. I think I'm just very expressive.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think big lips will be a thing of the past.
Absolutely. And they should be.
Okay.
Because, but also we don't, because we just looked at a picture of us like 20 years ago where we looked at us like, we all look like good, but then we're like, none of us had an upper lip.
We said, in all our picture, we said.
Because I have a fat bottom lip, but I don't, like my upper lip, I lose it when I smile.
Many.
Even though I have a good shape, it's like, I lose it when I anyway.
It was like Tiffany on the bottom, Deb at top.
Oh my God, it was so good. We died laughing.
Tiffany is at the bottom. Party on the bottom, business on top. Okay, well, we could talk all day. Thank you guys so much. But before we leave, I have a question for you.
Okay, let's do it.
Not about injectables, okay? I want people to get to know you guys just a little more.
Okay.
What is your biggest regret? And if you could go back, what would you do differently?
Oh.
We suddenly turned into a therapy show. And dead silence.
What am I allowed to say?
Anything.
Girl,
I feel like people should
say it.
I think people should get to know you.
Yeah.
Biggest regret.
I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay. I mean, there's things in my life that I would say I wish didn't happen. Honestly, what's my biggest regret? Nothing.
Yeah.
It honestly is nothing. I have learned so much from everything that I've been through, and I've been through a lot. Sometimes in the last 5 years, I've been like, by the time I turned 40, I think I've been through more than most people have in their entire life. And a lot of sad and hard things, but I am so much more who I am because I can see people. Like I've had bad experiences with people, and I see people really clearly now. And I am a better person because of everything that I have been through. And, there's one thing in relationship to my child that I wish I could have done different, but I did everything I possibly could the whole time. And, sometimes it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have no real regrets.
Yeah, no real regrets. I would say I'm thankful for the challenges I've had because it made me who I am today. But overall, fuck it. Fuck it. Allow someone's actions to speak louder than their words.
Mm-hmm.
Time will reveal itself. Slow down because you don't get these moments back.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to your gut.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I think a lot of people are scared nowadays to step out of the norm or what's popular. And it's actually no one fucking cares and everyone's going through something. Mm-hmm. So do what serves you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And don't be scared of it. Honor it. And it may be a lonely path for a little bit, but it doesn't last forever.
Yeah.
And just trust in the universe or God or whoever you believe in that things will get better. You won't stay in this storm forever. And in the meantime, fuck it. Do what you need to do for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's yours?
You guys made me emotional.
I know.
I know.
Fuck it.
I feel like my biggest regret is 1998. I cut my bangs and cut my hair.
Oh my gosh.
Really short.
For everyone.
And I looked like a big fat Dora the Explorer. I just had my second son and I was not well. Like, I think I was postpartum and I just didn't know. And I thought bangs would fix it. So, yeah, if I could turn back to
Bangs on a pumpkin face.
But
Wait, didn't you put a Willy Wonka wig on that basically replicated this look last
it was really hard to wear that, by the way. It gave me back like this PTSD. I was like, oh thank God I could take it off.
Yeah.
But I just want to say thank you both for taking time out of your busy week. I know personally you guys are going through a lot, but you show up with a smile every single day, and just personally want to thank you for being genuine with your patients and just so much love for people. Like, it's not just about filler and Botox and like how much, like, you guys put numbers and what you do aside, and you literally care about people, and it shows and it exudes, and people meet you and love you. So thank you for being you, and just loving your job and loving what you do. Also, just being no mean girl energy. You guys are just grown and you love people. You love coming to work and showing up and being professional. And that shows. So thank you so much, and for your knowledge, because there's times I'm like, I don't know. Just ask her. Just tell her to stick a thread in there.
I don't know. We got to bring in Angel. We got to talk about skin with Angel.
I don't know, but thank you so much. I know that even in this office, in this new office, it feels great. We have room for growth, and I know I'll have you guys on the podcast again. We'll maybe talk about our dating life next time, since we're all kind of single. I don't know why I said kinda. I think Maeve's in a little situation. But me and Elise are single.
Stay tuned.
So, love you guys. Have the best Wednesday. Tonight, I'm going to the Love is Blind at the Mile High Stadium. So, I will have an update for everyone next week on the gossip, the tea, and all the Love is Blind Season 9 Denver. So, stay tuned for that next week. I love you guys. I will see you next Wednesday. Mwah.
Ciao.
Bye.